Globalization of the economy, with increased cross-border alliances, ventures and global relocations, as well as the advance of e-commerce, has brought about major changes in the field of international customer relations and intercultural diversity management. This has led to an increased appreciation by companies that managing cultural differences properly can be a key factor in getting things done effectively across borders. With increased contact of vendors and customers from diverse cultural backgrounds, there is growing demand for businesses understand and manage the diverse for business. With increased contact of personnel and customers from diverse cultural background, there is growing demand from businesses to understand and manage diverse values, perceptions, business worldviews, and behavior of corporations, staff, and its customers. And the cultural communication and management is an interdisciplinary human resources field concerned with facilitating communication, management, and effective interaction of personnel and customers across borders.
So, intercultural management is a combine of two words. First, culture, which is the characteristics and knowledge of a particular group of people, encompassing language, religion, cuisine, social habits, music, and arts. And management, which is the science and art of getting people together to accomplish desired goals and objectives by coordinating and integrating all available resources effectively and efficiently.
More than just awareness, intercultural management is an understanding and respect of other cultures within an international context. In practice, it means cultural differences being acknowledged and managed openly, rather than ignored.
And now we will leave you with some intervenants from different countries whom we asked about intercultural management.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahmed. I am from Morocco.
Aslema, hello, my name is Hassan, I'm from Tunisia.
Hello, my name is Aziz, I'm 25 years old and I'm from Tunisia.
Hello, my name is Franco and I'm from Peru.
Hello, my name is Hadi, I'm from Georgia.
Hola, I'm Daisy, I'm from Mozambique.
I do believe that our culture is very, very rich. Throughout the history of Morocco in itself, we have always been very welcoming and very grateful for the other cultures that are coming. And also, like, I still remember in 2008, if I'm not mistaken, I have been into one of the most paradigm shifts that I had in my.
So I'm here to talk about the intercultural management. In Tunisia, in my country, we have this concept, this aspect a lot, and you can find it anywhere, in any city in Tunisia. And that contributes a lot in terms of diversity when it comes to how to deal with internationals, how to get ideas from outside and develop it in order to develop our country and stuff. So
and when I think about intercultural management and how we actually live this in Peru, Peru is a country that has a lot of backgrounds and nationalities when it comes to our current population. Actually, in Peru you would find probably the biggest community of Asian people in Latin America. You would also
think about my country when it comes to intercultural management, also how we deal with interculture. We are a very open country when it comes even for the government policy. We have totally visa on arrival for every country, and also we have a lot of internationals and the international people doing business in the country. I believe that the country itself it's also totally diverse, and when it comes to young people generation, it's totally diverse, like people that come from with different backgrounds, not even.
Shifts that I had in my life, which is I was in the old Medina first, and then it was back then like Palestine and stuff. It's not 2008, I think it's 2011. It was the Israeli-Palestino conflict, and then out of nowhere I see in the old Medina a Jew that is coming out with his clothes, and I was like, no, this guy is going to be kicked. But then I saw that people were actually very welcoming. Hey, how are you doing? Enjoy. He was going to the synagogue apparently. And that was a very powerful moment in my life where I actually understood peace and where I actually understood that Morocco is way bigger than what we actually think, and that our culture is very, very big and that is influencing other cultures. And I absolutely love that. And
I'll tell you a little bit about the hospitality in my country. We're very welcoming to every different culture. It's inside Georgia itself. We have many different communities from Africa, Asia, different parts of Europe and Americans. and we're very proud of it. We're very engaging when it comes to culture. A lot of things when it comes to signs, main official language, official announcements you will find in English, which is commonly spoken by our tourists, and we're investing a lot in tourism to make sure that we're integrating other cultures in our country, and we're very welcoming.
So, being from Ghana, I would say that Ghanaians are some of the most hospitable people you find on earth. And we have so many different cultures with different countries living with us. And one of the things that we do is to try to, live with them peacefully, which we do very well. And then also try to have cultural events where they come to showcase their food, their lifestyle, and we celebrate. And you find this a lot in international schools and public and private schools that we have in the country. So it's a great way to get to know other people, where they're from, their cultures, their food, and then learn to live with them and understand them better. So yeah.
So what I think about how people in Morocco interfere with other cultures is that Moroccans are very welcoming. They welcome with open arms other nationalities and other cultures. You wouldn't be surprised if someone invites you to his or her house and offer you a cup of tea. Also, our people are extremely hospitable and tolerant. They always showcase the diversity of Moroccan culture, but they accept and respect as well the traditions and rituals of other cultures. Although we are religious, it doesn't mean that we are reserved and distant, but although we are religious, it doesn't mean that we are reserved and distant from other religions. We try as much as we can to be easygoing and respect other people's belief as long as they don't cross our limits. So yeah, I think that our country is very open, rich and diverse.
And I absolutely love this specific thing about the Moroccan people, how open they are, how welcoming they are, how hospitable they are. And I do believe I have met other cultures where they have said the same. And I believe that through this and making sure that we are emphasizing on our cultural understanding, the world will for sure arrive to peace someday. But we need to maintain this, and we need to upscale it for sure, and make sure that we are engaging with more cultures so that we can understand theirs and understand ours also. And with that being said, I believe that the Moroccan culture is a very powerful one and it's very welcoming.
Tunisia is also contributing like a hub of startups, and this is also a very good for our economics, and like even our politicians are diverse. So the intercultural concept is very a good concept, and I really admire to see it in Morocco. So yeah, this is me. Don't forget to visit Tunisia. We love you, Moroccan people. Thank you so much.
I feel a lot of impact from the African culture in how we eat, how we dance, how we dress. There's a lot of European culture, but also North American. There is a melting pot where everyone is welcome, and we try to always keep this as one of our values as society, and we really try to bring and incorporate people from different parts of the world to our country. Actually, one of the big things that right now the government and Peruvians are doing is welcome Venezuelan citizens, since right now Venezuela is in a very critical situation, and we're making part of our society by integrating them in the education system and the economical system. Thank you.
Whenever you would arrive to Georgia, you would be able to get a pamphlet with a bottle of wine to understand the culture a little bit more. And whenever you go around any spot in Georgia, you would be able to understand much more about the culture and spend some time with the locals. And that's just a glimpse of what's happening to integrate different cultures in Georgia. And if you're interested more, you should definitely look it up.
Even not only Mozambican, original Mozambican, but from different ancestrals. So I believe that Mozambique is a very open in the very cool country when it comes to diversity and open to receive another culture, and also very how can I say open to send a lot of Mozambicans around to live. So I believe that this is something that is very good when it comes for peace and the common goal when it comes to all of the.
As it is known, culture has propagated through every sector in terms of professional working. Intercultural management is present in every society and every company. Companies in Morocco have been for years and still following other cultures in their improvement, especially in their working system. As for lifestyle, Moroccans don't find any problems in following other cultures. They do live with it simply and live the modernization.
And I wanted to share with you my perspective and my humble understanding on intercultural management and how things can be improved when it comes to the way we are exchanging our culture and the way we are understanding the reason behind the behaviors that are set in every single country. I've been so far in 15 countries, and wherever I go, I always discover new things, but also I discover the reason behind every single behavior that is happening in that country or in that people. And this is making me even more curious about like traveling and going around and understanding what's going on in the world, so I can get back that knowledge and transfer that expertise toward my country and improve my country by the end of the day. So my humble understanding about the exchange and about the cultural understanding is basically how you can take learnings from every single country and implement it in your own and making the world a better place.